So my new caster wheels have just arrived. Nice big, or nice little, 50mm 2-inch wheels that swivel, and when they lock for spinning they also lock the swivel, which is perfect for the bottom of this cabinet. So that basically means I'm going to have to take the saw off the top of the cabinet. This one will just lift off, but that one bolted on. Take all the stuff out of the drawers, take the drawers out so I can flip that over and replace the wheels. And I bought 2 sets so that I can replace the wheels to this one as well. So take all my tool drawers out, take the stuff off the top, and I think to be safe I'll unbolt these because they're just bolted on. Be safer that way. First day I'm really up and about with my back in a long time, and I came down to get these tiles, just a vinyl adhesive tile set up in the bathroom area. I've moved the toilet out, moved the basin out so that I can get this ready. And there was a thing in the back of my head just going, I wonder if I need to prep the floor just a little bit more, because I used Bondcrete in the concrete mix so that it was a nice stiff and sticky mix. But then, you know, concrete really needs to be sealed, so I've just sealed the surface. Now I've just got to wait for that to dry to put these tiles down, because you see these, if you've never seen them, they got like an adhesive backing on them. You just peel off, stick down. So yeah, I thought I'd be getting the tiles stuck down today, until I just thought of had a thought in the back of my head that there's probably a little bit more prep that needs to be done. So I went to one of the smaller boxes where I've got a full box and it said instructions inside. And yeah, it says just to make sure that you've got the surface sealed, because you want them to stick down. You don't want to put them down and then have them peel up because the floor's too dusty or loose. But that's happening. The other day, or during the Father's Day sale, I finally bought myself some isotune frees, and they had a special to get these and then a pair of the isotune extras, which have the cord to go around your neck, for free. So even with the exchange rate, that was a pretty good deal. So I'm actually doing a review of those. I did an unboxing and watch the unboxing to see what I think of the packaging. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how these actually work. I just listened back to the footage from just in the laundry, and they didn't sound too bad, and I was listening through these as well. It feels a little bit weird because these are hearing protection, so I can't hear my voice that well. But I want to keep them in because when I'm not videoing, I've got podcasts playing. So while I can't do anything more with the floor in there right now, I think I showed you the other day that I got some heavy duty caster wheels for this stand and the thing that this is on, the cabinet. So what I can do in here, and I've got to stay in here because it's raining outside, it's only light, otherwise you'd hear it on the roof, but I'm going to unbolt all the things that are on here. You can see I've got the sander, which I need to fix up. It's bolted on there. Got the drill press bolted on here. My metalwork vise bolted on here. So I need to take all those off and then I'll just pull out all the drawers and stack them so that I can tip this back and replace the cheap wheels that are on there with some of these. Just thought I'd show you this before I go flipping it back over and putting all the drawers back in. So I've got the 4 wheels. Their holes are a little bit bigger because the old ones just had little screws going in it. These ones I used like roofing screws. Got a big flat flange on them. The wheels are slightly smaller in diameter, but they're steel rather than plastic. Alright, I'm going to flip this over, get it all set back up. Beautiful. A little bit more weight in there now. And for securing these things down, I've got these cabinet connectors with threaded inserts into the plywood tops, and a washer just for a bit of extra holding power. Of course, the mounting holes in this are fairly large. There's a bit of play for basically getting this set up well, parallel with the side of the table. Same thing with the drill press, just longer ones. And that's mainly because of the base of the drill. And the vise is just little lag bolts. There's 3. Don't do that too tight yet. Another extension on that. With those done, there's a 3rd bolt at the the back of the plate so that when you're whacking down on there, there's a bit more support. Can't exactly remember why I decided to use lag bolts instead of these furniture ones for this. I think it was a case of this is what I've got. Better. Why didn't I do that before? And then all my cables. All my cables I have managed with a couple of, these are for conduit. They just keep the cables controlled, I guess you'd say. And just a little power strip held onto the side of the case cabinet, and that way, now with these better wheels on it, I'll be able to roll it outside if I need to. I can roll it around anywhere here, just plug it into an extension lead, and I've got access to mainly the drill at the moment. That moves heaps easier. Hook that into there. Just keep all my little parts together. When I end up getting this sander fixed up, a sliding table with a miter gauge for this. I'll probably never use this again. That was a jig that I built for, which way did I have it? So, just doing some repeatable holes. Tighten that up. So that's that done. This thing's next. Not doing that now because I really need somewhere to put this down properly, and in here is not the space, and because I've got, like, this just lifts off, but I've got some tools stored down there in the other side of the cabinet which I'll need to move out of the way. I'm going to get back to my podcast. Coffee jar is completely popped open. The box is full of coffee. Have happened in transit because the lid is upside down compared to the jar. And the seals broken. Just finished at Bunnings. Had come down to collect some stuff, and I did it by doing a an online click and collect. Spent the last couple of days just figuring out the stuff that I wanted and put in an order online. There was some stuff they wouldn't let me order online, so I figured, well, if I've got to come and get that, I'll do the whole thing as a click and collect. That way I could pick it up the next day rather than waiting for a 2 to 5 day delivery window. And I'm going to assume that 2 to 5 is 2 to 5 business and not their business days, because they're 7 days a week. So because it was ordered yesterday, like I finalised my order yesterday, which is Friday, I may not have seen this stuff until the end of next week, and I want to get some stuff done while I can. Because it was raining on the way down, I decided I'm going to go and shoot into the trade area, because it's undercover parking, because I knew I'd have to be tying something to the roof racks, and I didn't want to be doing that out in the rain. Went inside, picked up my click and collect, wore my mask. I wore one glove, like a nitrile glove, and that was the glove that I used to touch everything that wasn't mine. And so when they, what's your order number? With the other hand, pull out my phone, find my order number. Then when they gave me the stuff, they had it all sitting in a trolley, and pushed that with the glove hand. And when I was purchasing the extra stuff, I just went and picked that up, left hand, got to the register, contactless purchase with my left hand that didn't have the glove, so I was able to do everything without touching anything with this hand that had the glove on. You could say I'm getting you're being a little bit paranoid about it, but simple fact is there's a new spread happening down in Victoria. I think a lot they've said there's been a few of those that quite a number of them that they've picked up are asymptomatic cases, and you don't want to wait until you become a symptomatic case. Everything in the store is still set up for physical distancing and perspex shields outside, like up on the registers, which I personally hope those things don't come down at the end of all this. Like I think they'll stay forever. It'll be a change. That's a similar thing in just about every store you go to now. Well, every store that I've been in recently, it's like just to keep the cashiers safe. And with the click and collect, it says if you order before 4 in the afternoon, it should be ready to pick up after 9 a.m. the next business day. I didn't feel like getting up too early, and I got up this morning and sort of had my breakfast, had a bit of a sleep in because my body needed it. Had my breakfast, had my coffee, and then when I was thinking, I need to start making a move to head down, and I rang the store and I said, I've got a click and collect, and I just want to make sure that it'll be ready to come and collect. They said, yeah, we had to get something for you from another store, but it'll be ready for you when you get here. So that actually, and I said, so it's ready now. And they said, yeah, it'll be ready in about 10 minutes. I've just returned with the item. So, and I didn't go to my local Bunnings because they said, my kid's a lot smaller, and it said that they didn't have stuff in stock. And so I clicked the Penrith store, and it said that it had everything I wanted in stock. So I thought that's probably the safest bet, and still, the systems never match up. Never match up. But I've got the stuff I need. I've actually got more than what I need, and I tend to do that, just sort of that just in case type scenario, because the last thing you want to do is not have something you need in the middle of a job. And I've had that happen a few times. You think you've got everything, and then something pops up that was unexpected, and it's hard to prepare for the unexpected. But if you think about things and try and foreshadow issues, and sometimes it's just a case of, okay, I need 2 of these things, I'll buy 3 just in case. Hopefully my sealing of the floor has been drying well, so that I can put those adhesive back vinyl tiles down. And I'm going to be incredibly honest here. I consulted my wife on the layout of the tiles, because if you just throw them down willy-nilly, then they could look blur, and it's a marble-esque look vinyl tile, large format, but there's still a grain pattern to them, and they're not all exactly the same. They actually, well, it's the same pattern repeated. I'll explain that when I'm putting the tiles down. It's a bit pointless to explain it now. We had a bit of rain during the night, and so this is still an issue with this workshop, and it'll probably never end because it's always going to just splash underneath the doors, I think, unless I can get some rubber and just attach some rubber on the base so that when you actually close the door it sort of swoops out against the edge of this lip, because it could well be that's the only spot the water's come through, because I don't see any water up in that corner. I mean, there's water here. I'm glad I used treated pine for this framing. So there's water up there, and it's probably just soaked up there because of all this mud that's collected here, the dirt, and it's just soaked up and in. And then down that end, same thing, it's only there, but then it runs through the shed. So if I can stop it from coming in, I might have a win. Job for later. Right, see, I wonder if I've got something that I can use for this bottom section. You saw that video of the scene out back this morning, and I've just been working in here in the laundry, ear plugged in, podcast, didn't know what, couldn't hear a thing, came out to get a tool, mountain weather for you. Here I was thinking it's one perfect, beautiful sunny day, and this is blown over. It's only just come up to 2 o'clock. Alright, it's been another 2 days because I didn't really speak yesterday afternoon. Been working on the little powder room, coming along with that, making sure I've got enough tiles. Sort of searching through the tiles that I've got available, hoping we've got enough. I think we do. The isotunes free have been working really well. Again, it sounds like I'm wearing little spongy earplugs because they are blocking out the sound. It's getting really quite cold out, so I've got to pack up. I'll quickly show you what I've done over in the laundry. So, vanity's in, toilets. I can't really push the toilet back until all the plasterboard and the tiling gets done, because of the fact that this is an in-wall system. Still need to get the plumber in for the taps and stuff. I've been working out all my tiling, setting out my tiles to make sure I've got enough to do the job. And I think I do. There's going to be some cuts required. Coming along. I want to get the door and this frame finished, but it's kind of in the way when you're trying to do stuff down here and all of that.